Raquel, and we're back on Recovery to Wellness, and it's currently September 21st, 2022, and I'm going to film a life update because I haven't done one in a while. At least if I have filmed it, I haven't edited it yet, so it's been a while. I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can just so that I can focus on a couple other videos that I want to film, like things about books and my perfectionism and how that's kind of blowing up even more in another way, so fun. Anywho, yeah, so I haven't filmed in a while. I was gonna film this past weekend because I had this past weekend off. However, I didn't because my crown on my tooth fell off Friday when I had my break at work, and then that was kind of cutting into my tongue, so it was really painful, so talking was just kind of not it for me for a few days. I finally got it fixed on Monday, so it's all set, which is good. And then I was supposed to have therapy on Friday as well. I wound up staying for most of a double, which I haven't really done before. I've done a little bit before, like until like 6 o'clock, but I stayed until like 10, so I pretty much did a double. But I should be getting paid for that soon, so I'm excited about that. That's gonna be nice. Good paycheck. I was supposed to have therapy Friday. I did not have therapy Friday. I was supposed to have it last Wednesday, I think, too, but my therapist had to cancel, so I'm going into like 3 weeks without therapy, and it's kind of a mess. I'm kind of a mess right now. I've been really anxious and depressed this week. Yeah, I got sad because I couldn't film as much. Like, I wanted to film over the weekend and go live and things like that, but it didn't quite work. Or I was gonna go live last Friday, but then I completely forgot when I decided to volunteer for a double. Like, yeah, it wasn't totally on my mind, even though I had other things I had to do. I was like, oh yeah, I can just work, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think the thing about working a double is, like, for me at least, I'm finding, like, if they ask me in advance, like 2 or 3 days in advance, it's kind of more of a, do I really want to do that? No. But if I'm already there and I've already worked a shift and, like, it's like, oh, do you want to stay for, like, or can you stay for a little bit longer? It's kind of like, well, I'm already here, so, I mean, might as well. Like, it's not the same. But I don't know how to do, I've never done that many doubles before, and I don't know how to do, like, the first 8 hours is, like, definitely, you know, driven. I'm, like, on top of it, all my effort is there, but then in the next 8 hours, how do you maintain the same level of effort from the first 8 hours when you're just like, I'm done, I'm out, like, emotionally, I have checked out. But, yeah, so anyhow, I was supposed to, I had 3 days off. I had yesterday off, today off, and tomorrow off, and then I have 3 days on, which, being anxious and depressed around this time is not helpful in that sense, just because I don't really feel like doing anything, and then when I don't do things, I don't feel very productive, and then I don't feel very, like, successful, and then I dread going to work because then I have to be on and alert and emotionally available for, like, 3 days straight, which is a lot, but so I'm trying to make the most of it now. My tooth doing better, that's good. I've been having a lot of problems with, like, my rules, and making contingencies. Like, for instance, so I wanted to film yesterday, right? But I hadn't showered. So I was like, before I can film a video, I have to take a shower, but then I didn't take a shower, which meant I didn't film a video, and all of that. Like, before I read this nonfiction book, I should read this nonfiction book. But I'm not reading either of them. Like, and honestly, I'm having such a problem with, I have a problem with books. If it hasn't been evident in the time that you've watched me, unless this is new to you, I definitely have a problem with books. Like, I love books, and I've talked about this before, and I've never edited that video. I don't even know which one it is, but I have a great love and a passion for books. It's just that perfectionism has gotten in the way of a lot of that, and procrastination has also been hand in hand with perfectionism. So this book, like, 2 weeks ago, I was definitely like really the whole week I was like, I'm ready, I'm getting so close to actually reading this book and opening it and starting it and everything to that effect. It's a really good book. I mean, I haven't read it yet, but it's very aesthetically pleasing, and it reminds me of is it this? No, The Secret Life of Luca? Fuck, what's that book called? The Little Book of Huga by Mike Viking. It reminds me of that because it has like a similar layout to that book, which I will eventually buy one day because I love it. Not to worry, that is just in this beginning part. Bookmark is there. But anywho, 2 weeks ago I was really close to actually reading this book, and then this past week it's been just a whole slew of anxiety. I'm so anxious about books because I've surrounded myself with books. I've surrounded myself with a thing that is making me anxious, which I guess is kind of like an ERP, an exposure response prevention OCD thing, but I guess there's not that much response prevention, because then when I've been anxious about it, then I've been hair pulling, and then I've been skin picking. It's a whole thing. So unfortunately, yeah. But I have been having these rules that I have to read in a certain order, or I can't read this book because I haven't read that one yet, or if I read this book I have to finish reading it, and I shouldn't put that many page tags in it, or I want to review it, or it's just been a whole lot. There is a book that I read that I finished, my self-care book. I finished that maybe a couple weeks ago. This guy, and I didn't put that many flags in it, but I finished reading this one. Fuck. Where did that come from? Okay, sorry. This came from here. I really hope that came from here, because I don't know where that page fly just fell from. Anyway, yes. So I finished reading this book. But it's just been a mess. I've surrounded myself with the thing that makes me anxious, but I love books. I love books. I'm passionate about books. I enjoy books. The aesthetic of books is wonderful. It's just that I don't know, they come into my room, they bring them into my house, and then they're caught in this vortex of me never actually reading them, which is a problem. And I keep every time I go out, I like gather more, and I put them into my home, and then they get lost into the vortex, and it's problematic. Like, I'm really stubborn when it comes to books. Like, I know maybe it would be easier if I listened to audiobooks instead, but I'm like very like, no. I have this book, I really want to read this book, I will eventually read it. It's a complex relationship with the book, but I know that once I actually get into it, it'll be fine. Like, I'll be fine and everything will be okay. It's just that I get that initial fear and anxiety, and then into depression, and then, well, at least into depressive symptomatic zone, and then I procrastinate on it, and then I avoid it, and then I still build up the perfection of it, and it will be imperfect if I start reading it, and I feel like I'm afraid that I don't have enough effort or concentration or mindfulness to fully enjoy and read and be present in the book. But then by putting that off to waiting for the perfect moment, it never comes. So, and then I just have more books. So it's a pretty big problem. Like, even this book from the library, like, I haven't read this one at all. So, and this is still overdue, and I have another book over there that I haven't read lately, but also in that scenario. I haven't worked on my bullet journal in a while, but I had been doing some posts about that. The other thing I've been kind of procrastinating on is videos, actually editing videos. Unfortunately, I'm running into the issue that in the past, like 2018, 2019, 2020, I would film videos like at like 30-minute increments, like 30 minutes or like 45 minutes or even sometimes an hour. And my attention span for editing that is very much not there in the last year or so, if not maybe 2 years. So I do have a lot of videos that I have filmed, and more of them are like talking kind of videos, but they're like 30 minutes long or 25 minutes long, and that is just too daunting. Like a 20-minute video, I can kind of maybe get by, but like a 10 or like a 10-minute video, a short, or like a 15-minute video, those are like what I gravitate more towards. It's just, which is unfortunate though, because I have so many older videos, and some of them are probably pretty important and everything too. I just haven't gone back to look at them. Because sometimes what'll happen too is I'll start on one of them, and then partway through it of editing it, I just get bored or something, or I lose interest, and then I save it, and then the amount of times I have started to edit a video, and then like 3 months later I go back to the same video to edit it again, but I don't go back and look at my previous like in progress file. I just make a new one, and then what's happened a lot of the time is with that first initial, like say in April I started editing like a clothing haul video. By July I'll go back to the original clothing haul, and instead of working on my previous file, I just make a new one, and then eventually once I get that all the way done, that's what I upload in like or something. But so I have a lot of files that have been started, but I never go back because I forget that I started editing it. So then I go back and I just make a new file and then just do it from there. But there's honestly probably more than there should be files and things that I've edited and or started to at one point, but then never fully edited. Or so yeah, this video is strange, but if you've stuck with me so far, thank you so much. And I've also been, there's a channel that I follow that I've been a bit disappointed by lately, and I've also been really contemplating. I have a Discord. If you want to message me on Discord, like, let me know. I've been considering more heavily making like a Reddit account, but haven't. But there's a channel that I follow that I got pretty sad and disappointed by like Saturday, and it's like they haven't done anything new lately, but I do kind of wonder if I maybe need to go a different path from them, I guess, from that channel and such. But for right now, I'm probably still gonna be there for a bit, but I have been considering making a Reddit account. I wouldn't use Recovery to Wellness, I would use Recovery to Advocacy, which is a separate Gmail account that I had that I logged back into, that I had it for a while, like years or so. I don't even know when I made it, but it would probably be that. But I haven't decided if I for sure will or will not do that. Also, I also have a lot of old videos that I filmed last year from the trauma stuff with Faye that I haven't edited, and I've been a little more hesitant to edit that. I also found actually a video that I did when I went back and looked at my ex's like letters and stuff that they gave me. I probably will edit that soon. It's just a bunch of clips that I should just swap it into one video. But and then I did a dreams, like romantic relationship dreams and such video, and I'm gonna do more book hauls for sure. I have so many books. Maybe I will actually film me trying to read some of the books, because I also have a few videos like that as well that I've already filmed before. I also have vacation videos, like my vacation I took with my mom this summer. I even have some that I might edit from Germany from a few years ago. This month is September, so this is like, is it the 5th anniversary? It's the 5th anniversary of when I was well, I guess I wasn't in a long-term hospitalization, but I was in a hospital for 5 weeks, so it's kind of around that time. But also, this is like, it's been 5 years since I last scratched myself in self-harm, so that's really cool too. So a good recovery anniversary for that. And oh, I got this poetry book too. I've been working on this. I have to color this. I'm thinking I could color this on a live stream. I do want to go live sometime soon. But I've been working on this little poetry book where I've been actually writing some of my own thoughts and everything on. So I haven't done it this week, but I've been also journaling in this one. And there's also a bunch of, there's actually mission statements, well not mission statements, there's vision statements that I have started to write into my journal for this guided journal. So that's something I want to finish and then make videos into. And also probably a lot more thought reframes in this one, because I'm almost done. I'm still almost done with this journal. And then I actually want to bring you guys around to look at my journals and everything, and actually start make content out of, like, the things that have helped me, or just share those things. I also, I would totally be open to the idea of sharing, like, my own therapy sort of notes, because I tend to journal when I'm in therapy, as, like, a fun tidbit, I guess. Like, you know, obviously it wouldn't be, so this is, like, the vision statement thing, but, it wouldn't be, like, translatable towards you in your specific situation, but if anybody's interested in some of the stuff that I talk about in therapy, for instance, I have, like, all these notes, so I would totally be down to do that. That would be cool. I'd be fine with that. It's a little self-exploitative, but that's okay. So yeah, just maybe things like therapy goals that I'm focusing on, things like that. I also have to go back to doing more adulting again, and I'm having the baking video I did like 2 years ago really on my mind, so I think I'm gonna try to edit that today. I also still really want to go to the library, so I also want to do that. This is my Tetra Bite, which I would say I probably have to buy another one of these soon. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. I think we covered quite a bit of ground. Oh, there's something. Okay, wait. So if you see over there that card, that card, so, how do I say this? Okay, two things. One, I'm 29 now. I turned 29 this month, so hooray, birthday. Two, I didn't get a birthday card at work. I think it's because I wasn't working that weekend. So I took matters into my own hands and like had people sign an appreciation card for me. I did it for someone else too. But so a bunch of my coworkers signed that card right there. And I did the thing. I didn't look at it. I don't know what's in it at all. But I put the card into the envelope and I washi taped it, which is what you can see over there. And my goal is to, when I'm feeling sad, which is pretty much this week, and because I'm too curious, I want to know what it says, but the goal is to read it, not out loud for you guys, but just like read it on camera, and then kind of react to it, like capture my reaction and everything. So that's something I really want to do really soon, but I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny, you know, just like a little nugget. Anywho, I'm gonna go. So thanks for watching, and thanks for listening, and thanks for being here. And I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to get my hair done again soon because it's turning into like a gray-green kind of color. But what's your favorite ice cream flavor? And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon again. And I'm gonna try to edit and upload some stuff today and tomorrow, and then be off for a few days and then come back. And feel free to message me in the comments or on my other socials, like feel free to do that. I have been sitting there like staring at the screen, refreshing it every few minutes to see if there's anything showing up, and there's really not, so but anywho, thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay safe, take care, be well, much love and light to you, and I will see you very soon. Bye.
I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know.